Then I invite you to provide proof of it now. You will submit to an examination.
Which humor does Saturn rule over? I don't freaking know. Hello guys, welcome back to some more ASTROLOGASTER, Gaster, however you want to pronounce it. And now we're gonna be visited by this lady.
Mistress Payne. How fare you this day?
Most well indeed, sir, for I am just come from taking my niece on an outing to Tower Hill. 'Twas to see the execution of the traitor Robert Devereux.
Ah, yes, Lord Devereux. What a tragic end to a promising career.
And such a lovely beheading they gave us. My niece and I very much enjoy the hangings at Tyburn, but a beheading is so much more elegant, is it not?
Wow, that sounds lovely.
Verily, 'tis a better class of execution, I find, and the royal executioner did go down on Devereux with such skill. A single stroke was all it took to give us the traitor's head.
Aye, 'tis true the royal executioner gives excellent...
But I have no time to tarry here and gossip with you, Dr. Forman. I am come on a matter of great concern. And you are just the man to help, methinks. For your prediction that Elizabeth's reign would endure was true. Whilst the Queen does have the appearance of being naught but a painted corpse, propped up on a throne using artfully placed cushions, she is, in law at least, still alive. Praised be!
Ah, indeed. Praised be. And what is this new matter that concerns you?
'Tis that England is filling up with foreigners. Indeed, 'tis been going on for so many years now that in London 'tis rare to hear anyone discoursing in the English tongue any more. The city is crawling with continentals.
Ah, then I take it you do not enjoy your visit to the city of London.
Oh, nay, I have never been to London. For as I did just say, 'tis crawling with continentals, and Lambeth will soon suffer the same fate if we do not act. Why, only the other day, I spied a continental on the high street. A monstrous ogre of a man he was. And as for his face, his eyelashes were so fair, he had the appearance of having none at all.
Ah, yes, the Netherlanders. 'Tis true the people of the Netherlands can be fair of hair and tall of stature.
And 'tis surely no coincidence that Lambeth has suffered an increase in crime of late. We do not feel safe, Dr. Forman. Every night we ladies of Fore Street do shiver in our beds at the thought of these frighteningly large men.
I do not doubt it, madam. Now, let us see whether the stars might allay or confirm your fears. Should the residents of Lambeth be concerned about an influx of continentals?
No. Tell no. But residents' relationship with the continental immigrants is in danger of turning violent? Nope, not that one. Name of religions cause death and destruction. Waging war on the continent. The residents of Lambeth are being somewhat hypocritical. Cultive innovation. What? This.
Madam, I may assure you that if there be a rise in criminality, the Continentals are not to blame.
Then who is to blame?
May I suggest the youth of this day? The youth of this day are customarily blamed for social ills, and in this instance, it would seem justified, at least according to the stars. As for the Continentals, it appears that elements of their culture and expertise may one day serve to enrich ours. Consider, for example, the additional dining options they have brought with them to England. Indeed, do we English not tire of our dreary custards and dull mutton roasts?
Well, in truth, I am a little partial to their... What are those puffy pancake things with the crisscrosses on them?
Waffles, I believe.
Aye, I will own I am partial to those Netherlander waffles. But pish, Dr. Forman, you learned men and fancy folk may discourse all you like about having your dinner tables enlivened with foreign cookery, but who is it that suffers when desperate continentals go a-robbing our houses and a-troubling our women? 'Tis us ordinary folk, 'tis who. I will have my husband write to Lambeth Palace and tell the Archbishop we will have no more of these continentals in Lambeth. Blessed day, Dr. Forman.
What? Oh my goodness. I don't like her very much.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Like reason was saddened to say, but times death, Thomas Blake.
Dies. New deed pledges to refurnish empty cathedral.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. Right, let's see.
Good day, Mr. Bell, and well met. I recall you were hoping for a pay rise. How did that go?
Well, I got a pay rise, innit? I took your advice about banding together with the other hired men and gabbing about how much coin we was getting. Turns out, another one of the lads weren't getting paid enough for his lady parts neither. So, we all refused to do our rehearsals until the boss man fixed it.
Well done, Mr. Bell. I must say I am most proud of you.
But this day, I am come about my skin. She's so clapped, I need twice as much ceruse as normal.
Ah, yes, Venetian ceruse, the white lead and vinegar paste ladies and players use to whiten their faces.
You have to fix it for me, Doctor, for my role in Mr. Shakespeare's new play. I'm to play a lady who disguises herself as a lawyer.
A lady cunningly disguised as a lawyer? Forsooth, how original. But I see not why you need worry over your complexion. Having a sound grasp of Latin and a talent for eloquence are the usual qualifications of a legal advocate, are they not? Is it verily necessary for this lawyer to have beauty as well?
Well, Mr. Burbage seems to think so.
These are enlightened times, and we must have confidence in our audience that they will accept, even welcome, the notion of a lady of learning, as long as she be lovely enough to lie with.
I see. And 'tis true your skin is looking a little less than lovely at present. Let us see if we may find a remedy for it in the stars. What is the matter with Humphrey Bell's face, and what may be done to improve its appearance?
Alright, let's see. Ugliness? Nah. Humphrey suffers from... no. Melancholy, a condition that can make the skin appear pale and appearance and endorse... Oh, it could just be that this person's ugly. Suffers from melancholy, a condition that can make the skin appear pale in appearance and indulge fanciness images in the mind.
You have the melancholy. 'Twould explain the greyness of your skin.
But what about all these scabs, though?
You are imagining them, Mr. Bell. Melancholy does also provoke fancies of the mind.
But it's not just me seeing them, though, innit? Even Bossman says I look clapped. He says if my face ain't fixed, he'll give my part to another player.
Well, doubtless you are imagining that as well. I do oft find that my lady querents have a tendency...
Why'd you say that for, though? I ain't no lady. I'm a man. I'll tell you true, and 'tis no when she's imagining or nothing. My face is not lovely enough. I'll feel sorry, Dr. Forman, but me thinks I best go see a doctor who can fix up my skin, lest I lose my lady lawyer part, innit?
Oh, he wasn't pleased about that. I mean, that's understandable.
Mr. Forman, doubtless I need not explain why you have been brought before the College of Physicians this day. We have been informed that you persist in practicing medicine without a license, in defiance of the law and in spite of previous warnings given you by myself and my distinguished colleagues. How do you answer this charge? Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Sirrah?
I say that I am a good doctor, and that my many years of experience have allowed me to perfect my methods as a true physician.
Don't laugh at me.
You would dare speak of your methods, Mr. Forman? We are informed that you write your patients' names and complaints in a notebook, doubtless all the better to blackmail them with.
Ah, yes, my case books. Indeed, sir, 'tis most useful to be able to remember a querent's history.
Furthermore, you use astrological readings not simply to predict the course of an illness or judge the best time for a treatment, as good medicine teaches us, but you find the cause of the disease in the stars. You refuse to examine your patient's urine for this purpose.
Well, yes, for...
And you would dare claim that in these past years you have gained medical knowledge and skill from mere experience? Then I invite you to provide proof of it now. You will submit to an examination.
Which humor does Saturn rule over? I don't freaking know. Someone with an excess of black bile exhibit. I don't know. Intelligence? Isn't that Jupiter? No, I don't know. Like, I have nothing. I don't know any of that.
Simon Forman, you have failed this examination, and thereby have proved yourself unfit to practice medicine. Remove this charlatan, this carnival quack from my sight.
Wait, what now?
What, again? I demand to speak with my legal counsel. You will regret this.
Wait, what's gonna happen now? So it was some shock and distress that I learned of your current situation, but worry not, Dr. Forman, for you will be free from this jail every day by my husband, Lord Dyer, exert this influence on behalf. But I must warn you that the College of Physicians cannot be obstructed for long, that you will very long procure a medical license. Your query and most assured, Lady Emma Dyer. Has suffered woe? Oh.
Some solution though, read the stars and we shall know.
Shall we now?
Well met, Alice, dear friend. Since your husband's death, I have oft thought of you. Fare you well?
Oh, Forman, I am sorry for not coming to see you sooner, for I was grateful for your warning about Blag's illness. It gave me the sense to bide with him in his final hours. It was only then that I did realize how much I did love the old fool, despite his mump-headed nature and his leaving me and the children with not a penny between us. But the day after he passed, I came upon a note he had writ for me. I warrant that was your idea, was it, Forman?
It may have been.
Then I thank ye for it, Simon.
Awesome.
It was a comfort to be left something to remember him by, even if it be the only thing he did leave me. But things are better since I did become Mistress Maysay.
Then you have remarried?
Aye. 'Twas the only means of putting a roof over our heads and meat in our bellies. And Mr. Maysay is a kind man. Oh, but Forman, we may not have our roof much longer. Maysay has threatened to leave me.
The brute!
Well, to be fair, I suppose I did fail to apprise him of the full extent of Blag's debts, which are, as you know, not inconsiderable. But what am I to do about it now?
Ah, yes, of course. By marrying you, he is now responsible for the debts of your late husband, according to the law. In sooth, 'tis a high price to pay for a wife. No matter the marital bliss, her bountiful charms and fine qualities do doubtless afford him.
Ah, save it for another day, Forman. 'Tis not your chub-brained flattery I am come for. 'Tis your counsel.
Then let us see if the stars may offer a solution. How may Alice Maysay prevent her husband petitioning for a divorce?
Okay, let's see. Mr. Maysay feels nervous about being burdened with Thomas Blake's debts and angry towards Alice. As a result, a family trip might turn things around. That could be true. God is punishing the deceased by visiting the evil sins, father and his widow and his children. Alice must be realistic and temper her hopes. Thomas Blake's legacy and debts he has burdened his widow with. Let's hope for the best here. Let's go for a family trip.
Alas, you have little hope of calming your new husband's feelings about your late husband's debts. But the stars suggest that your family might go abroad, and thus put yourself out of the reach of Blag's creditors. You must do this without delay.
Go abroad? You mean where foreigners live?
Aye. My chart also suggests that you find some creative solution to ensure your husband's cooperation in such a project. Has he ever expressed an interest in the New World colonies? Or perchance you might suggest an extended tour of Roman antiquities?
Nay, but I will put my mind to it. But if we do go abroad, this is doubtless the last time I shall ever see you, Forman.
Okay. Really, they slept together? Oh, God damn it, really? At least I received the recommendation here. Do it. I'm paid enough for Mario, so maybe I'll go abroad with you as well.
Hear ye! Nation mourns death of beloved Queen. King James of Scotland ticked to succeed to the English throne. Hear ye!
Well, England in mourning as a news spread of the death of our beloved sovereign, Queen Elizabeth Tudor, oft referred to as the good Queen Bess by her subjects, expired of natural causes this day, the 24th day of the March. The year of our Lord, 1603, although Her Majesty left no heir nor named a successor, her cousin and nearest blood relation, 57-year-old James Stuart, King of Scotland, is rumored to be travelling down to Edinburgh to crown King of England later this week.
Humphrey Bell, you must not take so ill, for though your beauty does fade, we do adore you still. Our eyes so wide, our thoughts so unrefined, at the sight of your shapely behind.
This shapely behind, huh?
Good day, Mr. Bell. Oh, I must congratulate you on your performance of the comely lady lawyer in The Merchant of Venice. And methinks your skin is much improved. 'Tis verily glowing.
Innit? My skin ain't recovered though. 'Tis only glowing on account of this powder made from ground up pearls I started using.
I see. Forsooth, 'tis well to hear the troubles with your skin are resolved. Now, what is it you come for this day?
Mr. Shakespeare has written a new play, and I need to look younger if I'm to get a good part in it.
Younger?
It's about an ancient Roman general called Titus Andronicus. I wish to play the role of his comely mother, the Lady Tamara.
You need to look younger in order to play a man's mother, you say. But according to my casebook, why, sir, you are not yet 25 years of age.
Aye, sir, indeed. 'Tis but the business of playing, though, innit? At least, according to Mr. Burbage, he was well vexed when I pointed out how the man played Titus is near as old as I am.
If the stage is not to your liking, Mr. Bell, I invite you to seek employment elsewhere.
All right, then. Let us see what the stars advise. What can be done to make my querent Humphrey Bell appear younger?
Okay, let's see. Must undergo transformation to repair the damage to Time's legacy has brought. Seems true enough. Then have a which he can use to improve his appearance to his face. His advice is something refined that has been obtained from a foreign country can help him appear younger. There's cruelty involved. Just the will that embraces his masculinity as he matures. Now just go with this.
My chart suggests if you were to undergo some manner of transformation, it might help you recapture your youthful allure.
Like, what kind of transformation?
Well, you might consider changing over your appearance. My lady querents tell me that a change of hair or wig colour can leave them feeling quite renewed, particularly those ladies who have lately been cast aside by a lover.
You saying I just changed my hair and bish bash bush a little younger?
Apparently so. I am told that lightening the hair can be particularly efficacious, as it evokes a youthful, almost childlike appearance in a woman. Such lightening is easily achieved by soaking the hair in urine.
Oh my goodness.
Urine? Like stick my head in my chamber pot or something?
Aye, mayhap after you make your morning water. Fresh urine is usually preferred, for then 'tis agreeably warm when applied to the head.
I will not lie, that sounds mad. But if all the ladies are doing it, I might give it a try.
Gonna be awful. Oh, it's her again.
Good morrow, Mistress Fortescue. How may I do you serve?
Oh, Dr. Forman, I have urgent need of your advice. Oh, woe! I know not what I am to do.
On my word, madam, I have never before seen you.
What is she again? She is That's her. She's 95.
In such a state, pray tell, whatever can the matter be?
'Tis my husband, Captain Fortescue. God mend me! He has been implicated in a conspiracy to commit treason.
Ah, yes, your husband, Captain Henry Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh, is he not? Oh, methinks I see your problem. For Raleigh has been implicated in a plot against our new king, has he not? 'Tis said the plotters wished to oust the king and install the king's cousin on the throne. Or was Raleigh involved in that other plot? The one to kidnap the king and force him to appoint a more religiously tolerant privy council. In truth, there are so many plots against the English throne these days, 'tis hard to keep abreast of them all.
Indeed, I know not which plot Sir Walter was arrested for, but I have heard tell that the Privy Council seeks to find conspirators amongst his associates. Hence I have been hiding my husband in our cellar and pretending he's still away at sea.
But why would your husband fear arrest? Was he involved in Sir Walter Raleigh's plot?
Nay, he was not. But all London believes that he and Sir Walter are very great friends.
Ah, yes, I see. But what of your own friends, Mistress Fortescue? All those lords, ladies, and bishops who have so oft graced your table, would they not speak in your husband's defence?
Well, dear Emma says she will speak for my husband, but alas, she now has little influence at court on account of some scandals of her own. As for my other acquaintances, they have all disowned me. They decline my invitations, and no one is at home to me when I call upon them. Even Sir Munchalot has stopped speaking to me.
Even your parrot, madam? On my word, that is very cold.
I beseech you, sir, read the stars and tell me how I might save my husband from arrest. Pray assure me he will be safe.
Let us see, then. Is Captain Henry Fortescue in danger of being arrested for treason? If so, what might Mistress Fortescue do to prevent it?
Let's see. Despite what she may think, Sybil can still use the social influence relationships to aid her husband. Intelligent calls for Sybil to keep her distress secret from the world and behave as if she has nothing to fear. Yeah, sure.
Madam, although your friends in the royal court may no longer own you in public, perchance they could be prevailed upon to act on your behalf in private. Verily, madam, I urge you to write to them and bid them use their influence in your family's favour. Mayhap they can quietly speak well of your husband to the king and to the lords of the Privy Council. In the meantime, you must behave as if you have nothing to fear or be ashamed of, as if your husband is full innocent of treason. Hold your head high, Mistress Fortescue.
But Dr. Forman, surely you see how low I am come.
Madam, have you not before suffered the slings and arrows of social misfortune and yet risen victorious?
Well,
You had a house full of guests purging from all their orifices, and yet you did not waver. You suffered an attack upon your mucosal membrane by the most fiendish of New World fruits, those known to affright the bravest of conquistadors, and yet you soldiered on. And after you played the fool before lords, bishops, and countesses, still they thronged for invitations to your luncheons. Truly, madam, are you not a leader amongst women? Reclaim your place at London's dinner tables and use it to save your husband. Take back your Camelot.
Indeed, sir. I shall not be cowed by spiteful wagging tongues any longer. I now go forth to restore my husband's honour and our family's good name.
Fare you well, and Godspeed, Mistress Fortescue.
Godspeed. Things the Queen's most pleased with me after the reading I gave. Good, I got another one. I think I have enough now. Yeah, because I gave him bad advice. Poor guy.
Good day to you, young sir. May I say, your playing of Titus Andronicus's comely mother was excellent. Well, a wondrous performance, Mr. Bell.
Yay, I did get to play the role of Tamara in the end, but it weren't on account of changing my hair, innit? Lightning made it too fair. All the other players are like, bruv, you look like a Neverlander or something.
Ah, I must own I did not account for the risk of that.
Boss man only let me keep the role because Mistress Burbage made him. This why I need your help, Doctor. For now she says I'm in her debt and she's asking me for things.
Ah, she wants her pound of flesh, does she?
I said, she does. And she's told me in bare detail which part of my body she means to have it from.
Just go with it, dude.
My word. But surely, Mr. Bell, if Mistress Burbage's attentions occasion you discomfort, you have merely to tell her so. Make it plain you wish your relationship to remain professional and bid her abstain from any amorous advances.
You what? Nay, sir. If I air her, she'll be vexed and I could lose my job. Know you what I mean?
Ah, I see, yes. If she were to take umbrage, she might use her influence over her husband to prevent you from getting work. Well, I do have a recipe for a very effective aphrodisiac. Nay? Then let us see what the stars advise. How might Humphrey Bell calm the ardour of Mistress Burbage without it costing him his career?
Let's go along with it. No, it's fine. It's trouble with the habit of indulging lustful passions. Mistress has a temperament when it comes to affairs at heart. She prefers to be the one in charge. I don't get what these are. How are these supposed to do anything? Sure, let's go with this one. I don't really care about this thingy anyway.
Mistress Burbage's behavior
this guy is fine. You're too late into the game, dude.
To wit, there is an imbalance of blood in her body. It compels her towards an indulgence in lustful passions.
What do you mean, like? She's ill or something? Her grabbing me backstage and trying to beg me. 'Tis an imbalance of blood making her do all that. So, how do I help her fix her problem then?
Her problem? Oh nay, Mistress Burbage is not ill. Forsooth, indulging in her lustful passions is a most healthsome pursuit, which doubtless brings her much pleasure. Indeed, the only person who has a problem with her lustful activities is you.
You what?
Perchance you could find a means of adding cooling and drying foods to the lady's diet to counteract the fiery moistness of her sanguinity. I suggest myrtle berries, lettuce, and mallows.
Methinks I can add them plants to the morning potage she takes during rehearsal. And if that don't make her move from me, I might start adding poison in it.
Adding poison. Oh, a little pleased. Poor guy. So I have the best tidings. I have managed to use my influence to ensure my husband is safe from the executioner's block. Indeed, my petitioning of courtiers and their wives has been successful that the royal court is now a buzz. Talk of innocence of Captain Fortescue and how he has been the victim of a gross miscarriage of justice. A sonnet upon the subject has been composed, and I hear till Mr. Shakespeare intends to write a play about it. That's nice. But also in this video here, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see more from me, search for 8000 with the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.